Your turn to pick.
Yeah, we'll see what the PA has to play against because we don't have last pick, so they're gonna know that PA is mid by the time this happens, which is definitely not in the meta at all anymore. But it could work. Anything can work. Yeah, you definitely don't want to give away. I mean, normally you wouldn't give away 3 tangos and 2 wards. You'd give away 1 ward and 2 tangos. But like at this point, Doom is only going top. So where can he even put the second ward? Like, you really don't want to give away 2 wards to the same guy. That just doesn't really make any sense. Right. Well, even then, you still would rather go place it yourself because PA's probably standing to do a block.
With bones and
So.
spells I come. It's in the bag. Prepare for battle! A twisted path. Yes.
Yeah, I would go straight to the enemy rune, or just go to any rune, really. I like to go aggressive generally, depending on what kind of heroes they have.
Very fine.
Both teams are fairly bad at level 1. But yeah, usually it ends up being you take both runes on either left or right, not so much on your own side of the map anymore, now that they're so close together.
30 seconds to battle! On my rounds.
You always go in, always. Well, yeah, because like I said, it usually ends up being you get both runes either left or right. It's not both runes on the side of your map anymore now that they're so close.
Okay, Enigma, go for what PA is doing? PA, you should block the creep. Can you hear me, PA?
Right, I'm pretty sure we talked about this last time, just because this is such a common mistake. But he can't / shouldn't place the ward from there because that enemy tower will see it.
The battle resumes.
Doom is AFK. Hello, Doom. Mr. Doom. I don't know what. This is sleeping. Hello, Mr. Doom.
Here we go.
Hello, Mr. Doom.
I would, take this time to go check the skills and items of the other heroes on your team. Like, what does everyone have?
5 minutes.
So, like, hasn't skilled. It's correct.
Hello, PA.
It's not really going to matter with what we have, but like if it was a troll, it would really matter. Because if a troll player leveled his first skill instead of throwing axes, then our kill potential would be drastically decreased.
Enigma, take. Enigma, you have to take another route, okay?
Yes, indeedy.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
All's well.
Well, you still block. You'd have to be doing a really good job to / bad job to block it so much so that.
For what?
You can't pull aggro though anymore. Not in the first wave.
By my bones.
I mean, like after they show up, and yeah, well, even then.
All's well.
Absolutely not.
Don't forget, catch. Very fine.
Yeah, so the camps will be here now, and you would want to pull now, maybe. Might be.
With vim and vigor.
And we'll see how well you execute the pull through here.
Yes.
Now you've got my attention.
On my rounds.
First victim.
My fee. Wither away. Waxing powers.
It might have been a little early, but yeah, it's fine.
Yes, indeedy.
I mean, he should be alright. Once we have Maledict is
Yes.
really the timing we're looking for. I mean, since we're in a party game, like, you can definitely call that out in terms of, like, when you're going to cast Maledict, we need to make sure we have Beam so that there's the, burst damage.
Yes. Attack.
No.
Oh yeah,
Practice.
I have pretty good memory actually. I recall lots.
Yes.
You still won that game though, as I remember.
All's well.
So you're gonna get pretty close to level 3 here, which is pretty significant because Maledict scales better than it used to. And this is good CSing on the camp, I will say. And then the denies are worth experience as well, so getting that there's even more motivation behind that. You should get level 3 and take Maledict, and then you guys need to just do what damage we can to him, is what I'd do.
The prodigal hero returns. Yeah, I knew they'd be back. Clack your bones. Abotala bashuneba. Feeling good, man.
Yeah, but that's fine. We just want to Maledict and Beam.
A twisted path.
strong medicine.
He's level 1. Like, the brew is a free kill.
Very fine. Oh, look at it go.
No, it's not the brew, but you know, we're not gonna. Well, he turned around.
Wait for it. Wait.
He'll die to
for it.
Maldic. Hit him one more time. He's dead. He's dead.
Hi.
Oh, yeah.
It's a better kill. It's a little bit harder. I wouldn't chase this, but you can try. Yeah. Well, we can run our clarities, and don't forget to spend that money.
Here I come. Hail and hearty. Oh, yeah.
You're just gonna take like stun. You don't really have enough mana to do anything else. I would put it. Yeah, I mean you can put it in the lane, or you can put it in above the enemy secret shop. Is like one of my favorite spots.
I'll take that. By my
The runes
bones.
matter even more than they used to. Yes.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah. Ready?
Very fine.
Unwarranted. Almighty money.
I don't think you can ever. I would get it every game because we want to make Urn, because Urn is the best item in the game pretty much for a support hero, and nobody else can make it on our team. So you get raindrop every game because it turns into Urn, and it's just more value to get that raindrop first because it doesn't matter how many drops are left in it by the time you finish the Urn. As long as there's one, you will just get the full Urn.
On my rounds.
Well, you know, tell your team that you're gonna get one. Like, I would be very surprised to see anyone on this team have an Urn. Nobody on this team really makes sense with an Urn.
Gasket. I'll draw your blood. Dark extract. Yes, indeedy. Yes.
You have
Yes.
Bad luck.
Kill that guy when you have Maldic.
Here I come.
yeah.
All's well. Wither away. Look at it go. Ah, very fine.
Yeah, you should never back off. Like, you're way
Curse lady.
tankier than
Well done.
you're not tankier than the Luna, but your life doesn't matter as much as the Luna's, right? So
All's well.
any space you can make for her in an exchange is good. Because they're not gonna hit you. Like even if you're right in their face, I mean, they might hit you, but if they hit you, that's good because then they're not hitting Luna.
I thought I'd get a second opinion. By my bones.
The phantom flies.
What? Yeah. Yes, indeedy. On my rounds.
You guys can still deal with this. I mean, all you gotta do is just
Right, come on, your middle tower is
Koski,
under attack.
Maledict.
Radiant's been fortified.
Throw the cast. Why aren't you throwing your cast?
Your time.
Grind me down.
No, you didn't.
Heal yourself, doctor. Those pickled eyeballs really worked.
Yeah, I mean, moments like those are really good for WD, of course, because then it's just nothing but bounces between heroes. Like, you didn't even have to go there in the first place. Like, I did say go for it. No. Going there was correct. Like, I told you to go there. I'm just saying you didn't have to go there. Like, Luna was going to get away no matter what, but I want you to understand why we go there in the first place. It's because it's going to be an amazing trade of HP, because we throw Cask, we're pretty much safe as long as we start backing away. Once we throw our Cask, we Maledict. Luna gets hit, we make space for our Luna so she doesn't take damage she doesn't need to, and it's just a great HP trade. Enigma has Black Hole, so we should fight again.
With vim and vigor. Here, catch. Here I
Yeah,
come.
it's good Black Hole. The oh,
Agus is about
Clearly
to
not
pop.
your
he's still
best.
dead.
Dazzle darkened.
Yes.
Very good. So, good job by the Enigma there. I hate to see them just jungle once they have Black Hole.
Yes.
I'm not sure if she's pinging there's a ward there or what, but
A twisted
what I wanted to say
path.
was the Cask you just threw kind of right away with the Dazzle. You were pretty close, but if it's just like, if you're just going to throw... Exactly. Like, if you know multiple people are going to come at you anyway, that could be a time where you save your Cask. You should watch your screen because your Luna's is in danger, apparently. Yeah.
Here
Well,
I
she's fine,
come.
but, you know, we just want to move our screen just to make sure. It's always good to get in that habit.
The bones will tell.
I guess we should move to our Luna anyway, but... Oh well, yeah. I was looking at the minimap, and there were a lot of movements that we needed to make there, as we can see at DD Clinks. The movements, you know, I wanted to see us move our map to see what was going on with our Luna, and then also from looking at the minimap, I saw that nobody was middle, so obviously I didn't know you were going to die, but certainly I didn't really want to be there. That's why I wanted you to be with your Luna, because I didn't know where middle was. I've been maxing Maledict, and I would just go ahead and try that. Remember, you want Urn before you want anything else, so not these other items. You up your Urn.
Your bottom tower, mate.
And the book is available. The book is for you as the position 5.
Your bottom tower is fallen.
Well, you just play your cards, but that's fine.
Oh, boy, that is rough, that is. That is
With
proper
vim
rough.
and vigor. What, yeah?
Oi, your top tower is under attack.
I would help her kill him because, okay, he just hit level 6, so guess we can't kill him.
Yes.
Well, he's level 6 on Bruce, so there's nothing we can do. But yeah, you can look for the TP. And the Cask does work on those things.
Casket. On my rounds. All
It's Dazzle with the Maledict.
Look away.
Yeah, oof. And that's a rage buyback thanks to the Miss Maledict. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, the guy's being an asshole, but yeah, learning to hit the Maledicts since they're it is actually deceptively a skill shot is
I'll take
a
that.
skill
Your top
behind this
tower
hero.
is under attack.
So I noticed like immediately you started hitting Dazzle. That's the wrong thing to do. You right click the Dazzle. The first thing you try to do is you hit Maledict before you click anyone. And that's because there's limited range on Maledict, so it's possible that taking the time to right click will cost him getting away, which is what happened. You ran out of range to cast Maledict because you stopped to right click him. So the first thing you always do on WD is cast Maledict, and that goes for any kill attempt because remember Maledict does damage based on how much damage you do to somebody while Maledict is on them, right? So any right clicks done to them after you've cast Maledict are inherently just worth way more than before, right? So use your clarity, buy your book. Book is meant to be bought here. Well, you have enough money for both. And run your clarity. Those it's good to see you have those, but do remember to use them. Watch middle.
Yes.
You could have killed her if you had, or him if you pinged, I believe. Yeah, get him. Just cast keep. Yeah, kill him.
Oh, look at it go.
You just made yourself a target.
Oh, it's a... Yeah, that's
Wait for it.
that's why I wanted you to.
Wait
That's why I
for
was like, well, you could have killed him. The reason you needed to go on him earlier is because he was dewarding your sentry. Like we saw that.
Double
yeah.
damage.
Oh yeah.
Take level 4
Right on
Maledict. That
passage.
might have killed him if we had level 4 Maledict. Now we do.
With vim and vigor.
I mean, it's pretty low. You
Oh,
can
look
stay
at
here
it
if you
go.
die. It's not really a big deal.
Yes.
Being here alone is like,
Oh,
I wish we weren't, because we will die, but
Dire structures are fortified.
maybe we won't. They're starting to come middle of the thing, it looks like. Don't forget the clarity. Yeah. I mean,
a twisted
level
path.
12, so that's a bit of a problem. You should just cast Maledict on for the heck of it, I would say. Too late now. But
Gasket. Strong medicine. My powers grow. Yes.
well, just ping it and start seeing here. TP. TP. It's too late now. Good, you're supposed to die. Like, if you die, that's good.
Like that.
Your life means the least.
Stricken out.
You just make
If you die, it means you're not hitting your
Double kill.
teammates.
That went well.
On my round.
But now you're just
Look,
getting
you
cocky.
did. You
Double
still
kill.
won the fight, and you did literally nothing. You know, like literally nothing. And that's just to prove the point there. If we like TP, then our Enigma doesn't even die. But you know, no big deal. Our team really pulled that together. Enigma's playing very well. Like I'm so sick. It's sickening to me to see Enigmas that are so hesitant with their spells. Even at 6k MMR, it's ridiculous.
Very fine.
So yeah, really well played. Just to do something as simple as cast his ulti, which apparently isn't so simple since he will not do it all the time. You can kill these guys. I mean, the Dazzle, the Brew. This is where you would want to communicate with your team to find out whether or not Brew has his ulti still, because I think he does. I mean, why didn't you just help that guy? Whatever, just cast and now you have to. Oop, okay, you're up in the air. This is actually good for you. So watch the Brew when he comes alive, or you know, back. Oh, what was that about? The fuck? What is this?
Don't look like that.
It was pretty lucky and weird in all sorts of ways.
The enemy's middle tower got what was
Lucky and bad.
Yeah, it did.
It's like both. Buy your urn before you die, by the way. Slark is Shadow Blade. Or buy your arcanes, excuse me.
A twisted path.
Yeah. Glimmer, yeah. This is the only way you can afford your heal, which I would take over a talent, is what I do usually.
Yes, indeed.
Oi! Your top tower is under attack! Radiant forts have been fortified.
All's well.
Your top tower has fallen.
Yes.
So yeah, we really need to hit Maledict again. I don't know. We completely wasted it there on the Brew as well as our ulti. Like we hit Slark, but it doesn't matter because he just, you know, like that is correct. Like I say, you know, never save your spells. It is correct to ulti, like if we can hit Slark, even if he has his ult up, of course. But you know, that's like in an actual team fight where someone can follow up. You just ruined his stack, by the way. Nothing. You just ruined his stack.
Very fine.
So you should, like, you know, watch some cooldowns here, see if we have Black Hole or what. And, I mean, yeah, you guys are going to want to continue to fight. Maybe look at your Doom or, you know, go somewhere. You should not be behind your team this far. You want to be protecting your team. You don't want to be doing your own thing. And, again, it is so... your skills seem very simple, and they are, but hitting them is not that
Your
simple.
bottom tower, mate.
Like,
You
a
better
one-man
hold to
cask
it.
is not good. Missing Maledict is obviously useless. And then, also, I see a lot of WDs who just never turn on their heal, which is also terrible. So once you're in the fight, just leave the heal on 24/7. You can also turn the heal on during channeling your ulti, and it will not cancel it.
Rounds.
Watch your map. Somebody's clinks with a sentry and a clinks. Okay, good. The dust. Enigma playing very well, carrying the dust
That's
there.
actually pretty impressive.
So you should push. You should push bottom now, at least. I mean, probably, but push the bottom tower for now.
With vim and vigor.
And place your wards like above the enemy secret shop. Ping the tower. You need to be pinging. You need to be like communicating with your team here, because a lot of the times you're not doing the same thing as they are.
Forward.
Oi! Your top tower is under attack!
Here I come.
And you should definitely put a sentry if you're gonna push, because you know, they have 2 invisible heroes. So yeah, and generally speaking, you want to place the sentry first, right? So that way you know. Oh, there's another sentry. There's another sentry. Hello, 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 hello. Kill the ward. No, look there. Look the secret shop. Alright, you get the rune.
I'll take
The
that.
enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Good job. So yeah, you place the sentry first, and that's because now they know that you warded there if they're paying attention, because you didn't get their observer first, so now they know that you have both obs and sentry, and looks like Dazzle's coming right now. Yeah.
I'm under attack.
Look at him. He's doing the same
The
mistake
enemy's
though.
top tower regrets the day it was born.
Exactly. So he did the exact same mistake. Now you're just dead to clinks though, but you know, not a big deal really.
Wait 1 second, I'm coming.
Yeah, I mean, Glimmer Cape is the first major item I get on this hero 100% of the time. You know, it's whatever. Like, you can do whatever. I really don't care. There's very little magic damage on the enemy team, so this could be a time where it's acceptable to wait for the amulet. Very little magic damage. Wards, books, sentries, though, all these things take precedence. Yeah, all the books are for you. So somebody else really feels like we need it. TP middle, hurry up, TP middle. Turn on your heal. Turn on your heal.
Maybe she paused.
Do anything. What the fuck? How do you just let your Luna die?
Little lost land.
Doom DC, that would explain why it didn't come. That was pretty bad for us. Ooh, we didn't level our ulti before we used it.
2 down.
Use your tangos in
Masters
turn.
of the Veil honor your death.
Here I come.
Use your tango. You still have 3 tangos for some reason. You don't need to go home. That's why we have all this stuff.
By my bones.
You can use your arcane boots. Is another thing you haven't been using this game.
Your bottom tower's under attack, son. Here, Radiant's been fortified. No, mate, don't waste
Yeah,
your
so
time.
you really need to prioritize the safety of your cores, who matter immensely. Like, you ran directly away from your Luna. You didn't attempt to heal Luna. You didn't attempt to stun anybody going after Luna. You didn't
Yes.
do anything for your Luna, who still had ulti and stuff. So she could have turned on her ulti in turn, maybe.
Fine.
Yeah, you just keep eating these tangos because they're trash. They're just taking up your spots, and you can also heal.
By my bones.
So you can go and, well, you can go smoke and just cast your stun. Don't cast nothing like you did the other time. Ooh, I got just Malik there. Well, you didn't Maldic or ulti. Like, you're always gonna die, so yeah, you gotta be kind of ready to hit all these buttons. I would have killed Link's. No, you weren't. No, they have no silencer. They have no silencer stun on their whole team. Well, you turn. Trust me, I just saw it. You turn to walk. You didn't need to run away. You can't get away. All you need to do is stun, heal, maledict, ulti. Bonus points for earning as well, if you can get the earn in as well. But I don't necessarily expect you to be fast enough on that. But yeah, I mean, with maledict, I can't. Again, I can't even begin to understate how much damage maledict is. You always need to hit it. Like, if you hit, if I'm playing here, I would have died still. Yeah. Well, I actually don't know if I die still, but I definitely kill Clinks, like me and the Enigma together, because I would have got maledict on the Clinks. I actually could have lived. Oh yeah, hurry up and cast your spells. All right. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's still pretty slow, but you know, you got off the maledict is something. There's a lot of button pressing that like has to happen because you need to play sentry as well, and you need a stun, and you should just press your ulti because you know when you're dead, saving things is no use. Like it's no good to save things when you're dead. Looks like Slark had a silver edge. Man, he's level 20 somehow. Oh, you just have a straight up monkey king bar. Okay. You keep saying, you know, I'm clicking like hell, blah, 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 blah. Well, you're automatically not if you're ever turning around. You're using something and then you're trying to walk back away. You can't do that. Like, you're not going to get away. So if you're turning around, that's a lot of time spent turning around. First, you have to turn back around to cast a spell. Then you're turning around again to cast something. That's a lot of time turning around. All you do is cast everything. You hit all your buttons and then you just die. Like, you will die, but you will have done what you could do. Like, the ward button is something else you're going to have to be pressing. Yes. Potentially. Because, you know, Slark hasn't killed you yet, but he will. The Slark is completely capable of killing you, and it's really crucial that you get off everything on the Slark if he's just going to burst you. So you can use your smoke. You have 2 smokes. You should put those in. Okay, now you're silenced, so you actually can't do anything. Yeah, now you are. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He just finished that. You can click on him and yeah. Yeah, now he does, but earlier he did not. So yeah, now we know we can't cast spells on him. Oh well. But that's not even a good trade for him.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
What killed Roshan, huh? It's definitely an issue.
Get back.
Dominating.
Dire's fortified, I
Yeah, I
say.
mean you should start walking.
With vim and vigor.
Luna came back. Well, of course. Luna came back a little early. She could have gotten the last hit on the tower. Oh, Brewmaster wasted split, so... Oh, wait, but Enigma wasted Black Hole, I guess, somewhere. Wouldn't Slark on there? I don't know. So Slark has Aegis, so... This is going to be difficult, but it's definitely possible if he lets you doom him on 1 life.
Yes, indeed.
Do be placing these wards. We have 5 wards. Place them anywhere. I'm fine. Live there if we place our ops. Well, there's nothing we can do because we're silenced, so running away is kind of the only thing you can do.
Mega kill.
Is foul play.
Well, I mean, we die there because we have 5 wards. If you place that ward on the high ground way earlier, then you would have seen him coming. Because Sentry doesn't actually give vision, it gives true sight. And the difference there being is the Sentry can't actually see anyone for you, but if you combine that with the Observer, you will see the Clink's oncoming there.
Oh, come on, your middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, you will if you're standing there beside it. But the yellow ward has bigger vision than you, and it has flying vision, right? Because it would be on a cliff, whereas you wouldn't have that. So you would not have seen Clinks coming around the trees, but the yellow ward would have. Should earn this person up. Earn your Luna.
On my rounds.
We need to like smoke with Black Hole, and after the
Very fine.
Aegis maybe. You should earn the Luna, so you should. It's too late now, 'cause it's just gonna die to the poison. She's poisoned right now, so.
All's well.
It's fine, we have plenty of charges. We can just do it again.
For what?
Radiant structures, they're fortified.
Here I come. Yes.
Yep, these are solid wards.
Forward. Here I come.
Don't forget this urn. You're like because the Doom bought the gem, but you gotta remember to press these buttons. You gotta earn your Luna. Had like 2 minutes to do this now.
Yes.
Definitely you're gonna want to ward that cliff, that's for sure. Whatever, just throw your stun and turn on your heal. Throw your stun. Throw your stun.
Double kill.
I speak of final rights.
Killing spree. Unstoppable.
Oof. And talk about getting punished there, because our Luna just died barely. I don't know if they would have caught up with her. They might have still killed her, but Luna died because you didn't turn on your heal or earn her. She barely died before the Slark lost Aegis. Barely. I mean, yeah, you're just gonna want to cast your ulti right away. Like, maybe running around that tree would have been correct if you had thrown your cask, because then we could have potentially spaced ourselves out and gotten behind fog. But you probably wouldn't have, because that cliff is almost certainly warded. It's just like one of the best ward spots in the game. So definitely gonna want to deward that when we're back, because we didn't get to do that.
By my bones.
Your top tower. Well, let's just say it's your middle tower. Are you middle tower? Oh, mate, don't even look at it.
Turn on your heal. You should just have it on preemptively. By the time you have to react to turning it on, and it's already later than it has to be. You can throw this cask. You know he has no brew ult. Cast the Maledict.
Middle tower is fallen.
You got some pretty bad bounces, to be fair.
I stoke the furnace with your
Earn Arcanes. Good job.
of eternity.
You can turn off your heal now. Deward that cliff. Deward that cliff.
On my rounds.
I mean, you can. It's going to require a lot of luck for this to work, because you don't have Doom or Black Hole or Eclipse, but whatever.
With vim and vigor. By my bones.
Radiance Enigma.
Forward.
For BKB and stuff. Go throw cask, throw cask, throw cask, turn on heal, use Maledict, use ulti. You hit the Slark with the Maledict, that's huge. Turn on your heal. W.
Monster kill.
It's too late. It's still a good, you did all we can here. I think we're gonna win this fight.
The Phantom strikes.
It's okay, I mean, that's just like, you know, perfection, so to speak. Like casting the heal there, it's not gonna make a difference, it's just, you know, that's the perfect thing to do. Because it does, you know, it's always gonna be correct. But I don't think it made any form of difference. What? I'm just saying that, you know, forgetting your heal there isn't a big deal. It's just like the perfect thing to do. It didn't make a difference, I don't think, but it's just how you should be doing things.
Powers alone restore me to him.
You just made yourself a target.
Very fine.
You're always having enough mana. You die way too quickly to ever run out of mana.
On my rounds.
Yes, now you should try to do ward, and then you can check Roche at some point.
A twisted path. Yes.
Yeah.
God.
Yep. And yes, you're correct. When you say like air quotes quick vision, earlier when I was explaining the
Yes,
fact
indeed.
that you didn't see him coming because you didn't place a yellow ward, you only had a blue. Blue does give vision for 10 seconds after placing, and that's so that you can deward. People are dead. You should not be standing where you're standing. You should be arcaning, booting, and healing Enigma, and just anything.
Enigma's gratitude.
Here I come.
Well, they were dead.
Yes, indeed.
They were dead. You shouldn't feel safe. He's alive now, but earlier he was dead. But
By my
Um,
bones.
I don't know when. Yeah, you can smoke. I don't know when Roche is alive.
Haste.
You have haste plus black hole, so you can try
Very
something.
fine.
The last fight was the first fight you actually used all of your abilities bar heal correctly, and we won. So,
Twisted path.
like the cask, you know, if we can just do that again, potentially even better. I'm feeling pretty okay.
On my round.
Turn your heal, please, Jesus. For her. Turn your heal. Cast her ulti. Turn your heal. Cast her ulti.
What? Yeah.
Cast.
Look at it go.
Mega kill.
Alright, now you can ult.
Believe this.
Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
Wait for it. It's up.
Really? How is Crew alive?
Double kill.
Medicine.
Oh, Doom DC'd again. I don't know, Doom keeps DCing. I'm not sure how Brew really survived there. Okay. No, well, I'm not sure if the green one escaped. Actually, I think it did. I think maybe Luna went the wrong way. Because she ended up fighting Slark.
The Inferno.
Because the Maledict should have killed the other one. Luna should have finished off the green one, but I think Luna might have gone the wrong way or something. But
Radiant's been fortified.
the main reason we lose that fight is because the Doom disconnected. Additionally, I don't think you were really aware of what was happening in the fight. The Enigma gets caught, which is something I noticed was going to happen earlier because the smoke popped. So then, like, the PA went ahead and then got gone on by the Slark, which is fine. Because then the Enigma ultied on top of the ult of the Slark, but then, like, no one was ready for that apparently because turn the heal, man.
Dominating.
Something tells me that ancient ain't gonna be getting any
Oh, well, we
more
lose.
ancient.
But yeah, the Enigma just black hole on top of the Slark, so we had to. The correct thing to do there would have been to Maledict on top of the Shadow Dance and then just ulti while the black hole was going, and then Slark would have been dead from the beginning, and that was the main threat by far to our PA and our Luna. So that that just requires a lot of attention, really, more than anything, because. I mean, our Enigma ending up 0, 7, and 13 ultimately, I don't know, he built like a fucking Radiance and stuff, so I don't know. I mean, he was using his skills well in the beginning of the game, and he's the second most farmed hero on our team somehow, but in the end, he didn't actually do much. Black holes weren't good enough at the end, but, I mean, that's the only thing he could have black holed, because he was going to die if he didn't cast it. Alright, well. Try some solo stuff after this potentially. I mean, we are definitely, you know, the lowest player in that game, so I mean, I'm still not like happy with what we did because we definitely had just not pressing button issues at a couple of points, but I mean, we were definitely, you know, the lowest player in that game, so it was always going to be pretty difficult, but yeah. It also wasn't helping that Doom just DC'd. Doom just DC'd for the last fight, and that was huge, obviously. Doom would have changed it fairly decently. Alright, so now I'm going to share my screen with you and show you some of AWD gameplay, show you some differences. So give me a minute. Okay, you can stop your screen share. I'm gonna turn on mine. I'm gonna be back in a minute. Yeah, I was gonna go for just a minute, but while this was loading, but apparently it's not gonna load for a second. Yeah, but the screen was loading, but my game replay wasn't.